We always say that it kind of looks like Hugh Hefner's pad from the 70s. It's got an indoor pool. It's got a sauna. You don't have an echo chamber?
We don't have a fridge.
Welcome back to the Sharehouse. I'm with my best friend, Mikey D. And today we're bringing Sophie Power to the pod. Actor, improviser, drama teacher. What else do you do?
Oh, I also pretend to have things wrong with me, like medically, so that doctors can ask me questions.
What?
Yeah. You were not expecting that.
No, not at all.
You're like, no, yeah, haha. Wait, what?
Wait, so are you like in the doctor's office and you think, I'm not getting the most out of the $100 I'm about to pay, so I'm just going to, my knee's kind of creaking.
Just have a heart attack. Yeah.
Yeah, just making sure you've covered all the bases, huh?
Just to keep them on their toes.
I thought you were going to out yourself and go, yeah, I claim that I have all these things wrong with me to get government compensation. And I was like, wow, I mean, I guess you can go for that here.
Yeah, well, that too.
Yeah. Another reason why I've brought you on the pod is I am aware that you, at the best of times, live with 8 people in your share home. And I just wanted to dive into that today and talk about how. Like, how do you make it work? How the dishes, like how many bathroom per person do you have?
Bathroom, what's the ratio that you'd like to keep? Also, it's like Full House, like the show. Do you use that as a reference point? That's not a good question.
Yeah,
but
we must have a pair of twins at all times.
Let's go with Joel's one.
let alone if everyone has a partner over, that's 16 people.
Whoa,
Yeah.
movie nights would be just a disaster.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even plan for anything going on in the home? I know I'm bombarding you with questions.
a lot of questions.
I guess let me know how you got into this situation and what you thought of it at first.
Oh, wow. So my friends and I were looking for a house and we just could not find anywhere. Obviously, Melbourne, hard
Crisis.
times.
Yeah, very difficult.
But then, luckily, his mum, who is quite wealthy, just had this house that people were moving out of because she's going to demolish it. She's going to build 2 new houses, live in one, sell one, right, to retire in.
Love that.
And it just happened to be this epic mansion that is like wood panelled. We always say that it kind of looks like Hugh Hefner's pad from the 70s. It's got it does though, right? Like it's got an indoor pool with like all wood paneling around it. It's got a sauna.
I'm so excited to be invited over. Is the sauna functional?
Barely.
I'm a sucker for a sweat. I just love a sweat session.
You're just missing a cold plunge and then you got everything, really.
Yeah, well, that's the thing because the pool is not heated. It's so freezing. It is a cold plunge, basically.
So did one of the questions.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wait, who cleans the pool?
We have a pool guy.
Oh my God.
Although I did just notice this morning, we don't have a creepy crawly, and I think about 6 years of dust has sort of built up to the bottom of the pool now. So that needs to be addressed.
Talk to the pool guy.
Yeah,
talk to the lifeguard as well that's on duty.
Yeah. Oh no, the lifeguard doesn't do anything other than sit there and look pretty.
Yeah, true. As you should.
Yeah.
As a creepy crawler, you mean the thing that crawls along the bottom of the pool and just sucks all the gunk up? Okay, got you. Mm-hmm. And do you need any sauna maintenance, or did that just exist? Really?
You want a job?
You
If I just need to sit there and look pretty, of course. It sounds like a great job.
Yeah. No, the sauna actually we probably need to replace just because it's it gets to a level after about an hour where you're sort of breaking a sweat. But we need to make it.
Is this
stronger.
a hot rock sauna?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
real old school, pour on the water.
A Scandinavian love.
Yeah,
there.
we love
I'm
it.
there.
We love it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the other amenities of this home?
So we also have a echo chamber, which is essential in every house.
Of course.
Yes. You don't have an echo chamber?
We don't have a fridge.
My washing machine's currently broken, and that's actually a real thing that's happening.
No, ours broke.
If anyone's got a washing machine, please hit me up. Anyway.
It's just those dome-shaped things,
Yeah.
and you stand on one side, and it kind of echoes over to the other side.
Yep, 100%.
Mhm.
So what purpose
And a bar.
does that serve? having
obviously.
What do you mean for the echoing?
The echoing.
the echoing.
I'm sorry,
on,
man.
like-
He doesn't get the finer things. He doesn't have a washing machine.
Okay, yeah. It's okay. You'll understand one day.
Yeah,
We'll get that Mega Mansion.
I didn't
my
try
king.
that at the Halloween party. I didn't go to the echo chamber. I missed that part. I was
Me,
too
you-
lost in the hallways. Just like,
Where am I?
Got
Pretty
lost
much.
8 times.
yeah, legitimately.
So you're saying you have a
happens.
bar?
Yeah, bar next to the echo chamber.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a prime location for that.
Yeah, which is where our Halloween statue, life-size statue of a creepy man lives.
Okay.
Who's our bartender.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Not a real bartender. I'm assuming a real actually because you've got the pool man. So I'm just assuming bartender and in-house chef comes next.
Could be like
Yeah.
a robot costume bartender or something.
He is a
does.
robot, but he doesn't serve drinks, so we've got to work on that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the next Reno.
Just quickly on that guy, it's very funny. We because he's literally is this life-size dude that like moves and like has all these all ruffled, like he looks like a dead guy, and we put him outside sometimes, like outside the windows, and so like you walk into the pool room and there's this guy just like staring at you, but we also pick him up and like he's literally like this big. You have to like pick him up and put him in each other's bedrooms, and so you like walk in and there's this guy just like,
Might have to go visit him after pod.
I
Walk around the corner.
am in.
maybe I'll bring him next time. I can bring him to the
Go
pod.
replace the Mikey D mannequin behind you.
How dare you? Now, quick one. Is that the end of the amenities or are there more?
Oh,
Because I'm waiting for a wine cellar, potentially a tennis court.
there isn't. There must be a wine cellar somewhere.
I'm thinking like an underground hatch.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
I know the finer things. Went to a private school.
Yeah, sorry, I'm all
My
public.
friends had money. I did not.
Yeah. It's. I have looked for this before, I feel, and there isn't. But there is like a kind of, you can use under the stairs.
Yeah, gotcha.
There was a wine rack.
Harry Potter
under
room.
there.
Is that a room for somebody?
Look, it could be. Are you volunteering? Do you want to live in our house?
Yeah. Ninth person edition.
It's the sauna. How many rooms are there in this home?
So there's 6.
6 rooms.
Wait, let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah,
6 rooms.
Where'd I get the number 8 from? Or there just been 8 people at once being
2
there?
couples.
Oh, couples were living there when they got to the 8 cap. Got you. Did you consciously cap it there, or just like it could be 9 or 10, or who cares really?
We had a combo about it, whether we could handle 8 people in
Yeah.
the house,
Yeah.
and we were kind of like, yeah, no, because like this person's partner was around all the time anyway, so it was just like, oh well, may as well get him to pay bills.
Yeah. And how many bathrooms are there to people ratio?
So there's 6 bathrooms.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
one per bedroom.
Yeah,
So it's no
basically.
worries really.
Yeah,
Does everyone
pretty
have
much.
a designated toilet seat for themselves? Or
Yes,
is
and
it
they have to
still-
carry it around at all times, shackled to their arm.
Yeah.
No, so there's 3 en suites. So there's 2 couples share an ensuite, and one girl has her own ensuite.
Okay.
And then there's a room, like there's a row of 3 rooms who all share the one upstairs bathroom.
Okay.
But then there's also the pool room, which is next to the sauna, which has its own shower and bathroom. And then there's another toilet downstairs. So there's
Incredible.
5 showers, 6 toilets, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know this
I didn't
was
know a house
real?
could fit that many things.
You know when you drive through Toorak and you go, oh, I wonder what that'd be like. This is
This is our insight.
This
Yeah.
is magical.
And
Yeah.
I want to reel back to, you said you had a convo about whether you could handle 8 people. How do you coordinate a conversation with that many people? And I know a lot of creators live in your house as well.
Yes.
So a lot of differing schedules and lives. Like, how do you
Yeah.
even coordinate such a thing?
Yeah, it's a good question. We have 2 main chats on Facebook.
Of course, it's divided.
Yeah.
Group chats.
Yeah, 2 group chats. We have 2 main ones, I said.
Right.
There's more than that.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but-
Subsections. It's who has an ensuite and then who has to use the regular bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the
A
hierarchy.
chat per each bathroom. Then like an
Exactly.
exclusive games chat with the people you only like playing games with. And
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's sub chats within sub chats. Like,
oh my
there's,
god,
there's so
it's
many.
tribal.
It's like, yeah, it really is.
Schedule.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like Survivor now that I think about it.
It's got its
Now
own-
I'm slightly scared.
I mean, you've been there a long, like 6 years. You said now.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
you're in it for the
yeah.
long run, huh?
Well, I hope so. But it's actually getting demolished.
I was going to say, you're preventing this lady from doing the retirement dream.
Well, yeah, I know. That's what we thought. Like originally, we were like, oh, I kind of feel bad. But then the council wasn't going to approve her plans, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
And now we've just got word recently that it's been approved.
So when's that?
But then, they still have to do more planning and they still
Yeah,
have to
they
get
muck
the builders and all that
around.
kind of stuff. I think we've got 2 years.
Okay.
I think,
And
I would say 2 years.
I reckon hopefully. I mean, I love living there, but 8 years. I mean, look, it's a mansion. I'm never going to be able to live in a place like that again. This is a problem. It's ruined me.
Yeah, with the creative lifestyles we live.
I know.
Yeah, I'm scared for your fall back to earth
of
what that descent looks like.
I do. I'll just be sitting in a room by myself, like playing Simon and Garfunkel, like on repeat, just like rocking backwards and forwards in my shoebox that's like this big.
I was gonna say, wait for the reality of waiting for your housemate to use the bathroom, so then you can go pee in the dead of the night. Because that's a real lived experience that I deal
100%.
with the one bathroom between 3 people.
No.
I wanted to shower before this,
don't-
but I couldn't. Mans was in the shower. I don't got another 5 to go to. I know. What a feeling.
He has a bathtub, but you can't really use it because it's got one toilet in that room, and that's the one toilet for the house. So it's redundant.
Yeah, I did have an ice bath with me bathers on the other day. But I could not fit in the bathtub.
Sorry.
It was too small.
But what? Why did you put your bathers on to bath?
Oh, because I wanted.
freaky like that.
Really, the ice bath was an attention call, and I wanted people to come in and give me attention
I
while
see.
in the
That
ice.
checks
I
out.
see.
He also can't
Yeah.
look at his private parts yet. He hasn't got that.
Yeah.
Are you never nude?
I never knew.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
like
was.
Arrested Development. Have you
Oh
Arrested?
no, I haven't seen much of that.
Oh
Sorry.
my gosh, you must.
Which begs a question: do you guys watch TV shows together, or
Yeah.
but how? How do you all
Yeah,
keep
which
up?
of the
Okay,
8
well-
lounge rooms?
Like, is
do you
that why
pick?
there's is that why there's multiple group chats for different TV shows as well?
Yeah, well, we do post like in our main chat. So we have our main chat and then we have our cleaning chat. They're the main
Okay.
2 ones.
Cleaning chat.
Because we need to keep the. Oh, sorry, we have 3. We have 3 main ones. I feel like the Spanish Inquisition now. We have 3 main weapons. Fear, surprise, and ruthless efficiency. Anyway, so we've got our just general chat,
Gotcha.
which it's always based around a TV show. So we're up to season 9 now, and each season has its own little like tagline. And I think
Right.
season 9 is syndication has been achieved. So that's the current season.
Season 9 of The House.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes, because we're all actors and must need to be theatrical at all times. Actually, we're not all
100%.
actors, but yeah.
Your life's a movie.
It is
Yeah.
a movie. Yeah, it's seriously just throwing that out.
Main
Like, it's
character.
ridiculous. Yes, we're
Yeah.
all main characters. It's a problem.
An alpha male household.
Yeah.
So we have 3 group
but-
chats. So first
Yes.
one's general chit chat.
General
memes.
chit chat. Yeah, memes,
Yeah.
random jokes, whatever.
Yeah, we're still young and hip. We get memes.
True.
Yeah, totally. So then we have cleaning chat, which is very important, obviously, and then we have bills chat. So the bills one is where anyone just posts a bill that comes up, so that we can keep track
Yeah,
of like
yeah.
who pays what.
Uh-huh. Do you have a designated bill payer?
Yes.
Okay.
The guy whose mum owns the house, he like just handles basically all the bills, but like we have different ones. Like I take care of the toilet paper. Yes, and
Nice,
also
wonderful.
our robot vacuum. That is my
You have a Roomba?
yeah. Yeah,
One for the
Robo-Rock.
pool, one for downstairs, one
it's
for
such a
upstairs.
Big house. The
Yeah.
Roomba's never going to get around to it. Do you have more than one robot? Do you have the one that mops as well?
Yes.
I mean, in a house like
We
that,
have
like
to.
you kind of have to. Like it's hard
Yeah.
enough with 3 people trying to designate jobs. Like
I can't remember
Yeah.
the last time I've mopped. And I've been in my house for like a year and a half. I don't think it's ever been mopped.
yeah, Dad got me a mop for Christmas. I haven't unboxed it yet.
Guys, just get a Roomba. Oh, I have Robo-Rock. Can definitely recommend Robo-Rock.
Have you split it between the 8 people? Because financially,
Yes. Yeah.
But then,
But I got one for the secondhand on Gumtree.
how much?
It was only like $250.
That's
Oh, nice.
great. They
Yeah.
mop and they vacuum.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, the mop on this one, honestly, you just like put a little sort of microfiber towel on the bottom and it just kind of like goes about its business. So it's not like really proper mop.
Gotcha.
But you can get ones nowadays if you want to spend a bit more that like, lift the mop up if it's on carpet. Yeah, they're like
Insane.
really schmick.
That's
Wow.
the future. Yeah,
So
yeah.
the future's here.
So cleaning chat. your toilet paper captain and Roomba captain don't know what role. It's a robot. It should take the job away from you if somehow you've made a job out of it.
That was a good idea for me.
Soon they'll be starting to be swapped out with bidets, and like eventually it'll be a big bidet home. We got to delegate to the robots as much as we can now.
We do not have enough bidets / any bidets. So
I'm a bidet fan.
Same.
You
Yeah.
get past the violation and it's just convenience for
right.
everyone.
I did almost buy when I came back from Japan. I decided I needed one of those toilets, and I almost bought one of those like things that goes on top of your toilet that it makes it into a Japanese toilet / bidet.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Now
know
that I
about
thought
those.
about that, I think I want one.
That's the purchase. That's the next. That's like
the
a good
next thing.
birthday present I'd love. If I
Yeah.
could just squirt my bum in peace. But I don't want,
Hint, hint.
because like you go to Bali and they've got the handheld hose to the side.
Right.
It gets messy.
Yeah.
It does.
You know,
You
because
gotta-
is there
and then-
backsplash on my hand?
Oh man,
Poopy
it goes
hands.
everywhere, like the
Gets-
water. There's always water all over the floor.
How are you doing?
I don't know. How are you doing?
You stand up and do a handstand, right? Of course.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
of
that.
course.
Yeah, come on. Otherwise, how do you get the angle? One-handed handstand on the toilet.
I want the one where you hear the little machine go, and then the little hose pops out, and then it angles towards your butthole.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the
what I
Japanese
want.
one.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're going up on the roller coaster. You're like, oh, it's almost here. I can hear it coming. I can hear it coming. And then down.
They're so good. They're so good.
That's dream territory for me.
Although if I get one of those, everyone will want to use my toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
This is a problem.
But then you can put a lock in the door. I'm realizing
Oh, yeah.
the title of this episode is What Living in a Mansion is Like.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that in mind, how often do the fancier amenities get used, i.e., pool? How often do you try and sweat in the sauna? Do you use them at all?
We went through a real phase of using the sauna a lot. And then now, because it's not working so well, we've kind of gone off that. But I want to bring it back. Like, I'm constantly
yeah.
like champion. I feel like I'm amenities champion. I'm going to
Yeah.
crown myself with
New
that.
title.
Yeah. Like, because I use the pool the most.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
It's a great pool.
It is a great pool, but
Yeah.
it's very cold, like
Yeah.
I said, because it's not heated. So I'm probably the only psycho that's, psycho enough to jump in.
No,
there.
Wim
that's
Hof it.
great.
Yeah.
Because I think it's very easy to get used to comfort very quickly. So like when I moved into a house that had a pool, it was like as soon as we moved in, it was like pool.
Yeah.
And after a few weeks, it's like, we have a pool, yeah, man.
Yeah.
We got a pool.
Yeah,
It's like
whatever.
easy to take that for granted, unfortunately. So like mad respect, amenities champion. Keep it going. They don't know how good they got it.
I know, right? I'm like, I've got to capitalize on this while I live in a mansion.
Well, I was going to say you
know?
got 2 years of the high life left, realistically.
Realistically.
And maybe, hey, the acting career could skyrocket even further. Maybe you'll have your own mansion. Maybe you'll buy the mansion and not have to destroy it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
And
won't have to
maybe
deal
I'll
with the
just-
despair of moving into a smaller place.
Hello, doctor.
But even here, like our bedrooms are so big, I'm like, oh man, it's gonna suck when we leave this
Right?
home. Yeah.
I know. My bedroom is massive. I have
Yeah.
a 4-poster bed in there. Of
course
I
you
have a
do.
whole wall of cupboards.
Yeah, you have 3
it's
butlers.
just-
yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Come to the
obviously.
house. I
Yeah.
can't not use them.
Yeah, like you guys have butlers too, right?
I have no.
The little
no.
rat that brings me cheese sometimes.
You know what? I've got a hook on the back of my door that holds my Kmart robe, and if that's not close enough, then I don't know what is. Thank you.
That is
gorgeous.
nice.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
And it won't rip the paint off. So
What?
Yeah, it's the little
Yeah.
like pulley things that the stick on.
Welcome,
yeah.
landlord. Yeah,
It's the little things.
I get what you have. I get it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. You understand the magic.
Yeah, I really do. I get it.
We were talking that you like buy these things, like there are these amenities and these nice things that you also buy, and like the robot vacuum cleaner. It's like, how do you deal with splitting that between
That's a great question.
people? Because I imagine with like is it a bit of a revolving door of who lives there and new people moving in? It's like, how do you deal with split expenses and then do you
Yeah.
pay back and then the other person buys, or how do
Yeah.
you deal with shares owned of items?
It's a very good question. We actually, because it's such a great ticket being in that house, we don't really have a revolving door. Like a lot of people have been there for a while.
Why would you leave
cool.
the mansion?
Why?
Yeah, well,
I mean, why? Yeah.
yeah, I understand.
But we did around the robot vacuum, we did have a few conversations. Before that, everyone would just pay it and was just like, oh, whatever. You know, this is just like, I kind of feel like because these things are not going to last that long because they're being used so much in like such a big house, I'm like, I'll just pay it. I'm not expecting to ever see any money back from that, right?
Cool.
But one person who moved in recently was like, hey, like if I'm paying this money and then I move out, I want to kind of like get some of that money back. So we've sort of instituted a buyback scheme, if you will. So if at some point when we all move out, if somebody's going to keep any of these things, say I kept the robot vac, then I would like buy out everyone else.
Yeah.
That makes
Speak me on
sense.
this. Do you calculate depreciation?
Well, that's what I feel like because
Yeah.
this robot vac has had some heavy use. Heavy.
You can barely get the whole house in a day. Like,
Yeah, seriously, like
Start
just
to
this
slack.
morning I had to buy new stuff for it because it's dying. Poor robot. We call it RoboVag because because it was a typo when we first started. We're keeping it. So RoboVag, if you're listening, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, watch out. It could turn on you.
It
AI.
could. We talk nicely to her because
Yeah, a lot of
we don't
compliments.
want her up in our face in the middle of the night.
She's
you know?
near retirement, it sounds like.
Could be. Don't say that.
Well,
Don't say that.
let her and the person that owns your house finally retire.
No.
let them move on. It must go on. It can't
It must.
But depreciation is a big one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it should. So I reckon say it was like 250. I think maybe I would like 150 I reckon would be okay.
Yeah, 'cause there are
Yeah.
a couple ways to do that. Like in my previous home, we would buy big things and then split it, and then whoever wanted to take it would just buy out. Or if nobody wanted it, it'd go on Marketplace and you'd split whatever you wanted.
Perfect.
But I think the approach I've taken here is like, that's my shelf. I've just paid for the full of it. People are using it, but I'm going to take it when I leave,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to have to
Totally.
buy anyone out.
Yeah, but it's different with like a vacuum, you know? They depreciate like a shelf is like
Yeah, it's
So
true.
gonna-
And I guess it'd be more appealing, like $250 split 3 ways. It's like, okay, but split 8 ways. Oh man, you're not spending any money. It's
I know,
fine.
right?
Don't
Yeah,
worry
who
about
cares?
it.
Yeah,
Use
totally.
cost is you're almost making money from it.
Seriously,
Yeah.
seriously.
I'm in this weird position now where I'm moving into my girlfriend's house, and so I'm having to start selling the things that I have that we have double ups of, and we're starting to buy collective furniture, and that's a wild gambit. Because then you have to start making these weird little like you would with 8 people, but now with one partner. Of, well, what do we like as a collective now? And so that's because share housing, it's different. You know, you buy a couch because it's the cheapest couch. We've got a couch now. Fantastic. We can
Yeah.
sit. But in a couple now, it's like, oh, what are your tastes? And it's a different exploration that I'm currently going through. Has nothing to do with mansion living, but I'm just feeling jealous and I just want to put my 2 cents in.
But would everyone I imagine when you all moved in, everyone brought like a piece of everything that is now made up the home. Like, is it curated, or is it just like, here's every style ever?
So initially we had that, and because it was such a massive house, we were just like fill it with stuff,
Yeah.
and like we just got. Oh, sorry, Road.
His friends don't depreciate him.
Respect. We got it was looking pretty shabby, like share housey,
Yeah.
uni student life at first.
Yeah.
Then, thankfully, one of the couple's partners moved in who is an art curator and was like, guys, come on. No. And so we then got gorgeous couches and like a lot of really nice decor,
Yeah.
which is mostly his. So
gonna say,
if he ever moves out,
Yeah.
Brendan,
It's like
please
me
never
living
move
with the
out.
production designer. It's like, oh, great. We've got a tasteful mind in the house.
Yeah, thank goodness, because things were looking dire before that.
Yeah.
Now I can actually like be proud of the house that
Yeah.
I live in and show people around and be like, yes, this is nice and cool. I mean, I was anyway because I'd just show people the pool and be like, check this out.
That's the best part about living in a share house. Like, you're renting a lifestyle, and potentially if you've got wealthier housemates, you're renting their lifestyle that they bring
Yeah.
in. Like, let's say they've got themselves a brand new Nintendo Switch.
Oh, we have that. We have 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you now get to capitalize on that for as long
Yeah.
as you're 10 years there at the house, and then you'll eventually go back to your poverty, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's fine.
Because, you know, you've had that experience that you
Yeah.
can have in here forever.
It was a real
Yeah.
moment, huh? So you got 2 more years, don't worry about it. Is there anything you want to leave us with regarding mansion living?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe an invite right now.
Yeah, come over, whatever. Why not? You're really around the corner.
I mean, I'm not doing anything later. So.
Let's go to the manch. I would say, A, get a robot vac.
Yeah.
Like, literally changed everything, especially because we have, like, a revolving door of, like, at least 3 dogs and 2 cats.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's like 13 creatures in that.
Yeah.
Let's just round up to 40 people. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of dog hair all around.
Oh my god!
I do think about like the robot vac I'm sold. Truthfully, I will get a Roomba. I will.
Yeah.
It's amazing. There's an app. You can see where it is and like where it's cleaned on the app.
Check for burglars. Does that have a little cam on the front?
It
You
should
could strap
actually.
a GoPro to it.
You definitely could. Yeah. And you can strap speakers to it and DJ. You DJ. You can DJ with your RoboVac.
Don't. Okay, that's just taking me out of a job.
No, you're still DJing, but it's, moving around.
Imagine a roaming DJ in the club.
It's like floating above everybody. Oh man.
Yep. So A, robot vac. B, transparency. Like we have a cleaning schedule that's pretty
Cool.
just easy, nice communication, and also don't say major things over text.
Yeah. Yeah, try coordinate the 3 group chats to come together in person somehow.
Well,
Major
that's
things,
the problem. But
what would be
like if you have an issue,
Yeah.
don't like send passive aggressive text
Gotcha.
messages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a good one.
You need a good system to avoid like even with a few people, there's just like there can be tension, like little gripes that don't get addressed properly, and it's like with 8 people, how do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing
exactly.
it well though. Yeah, I think that's a really strong rule. Don't.
Yeah, we
No
try
passive
to.
aggression.
Yeah. So it's always, and we've gotten away from like if something's happened, you can never be like, hey, who did this? Like that's a rule in our house. Like you can't be who left this plate out. Like we just say, hey, this plate was left out like for 5 days. I've cleaned it now. Please don't do that. You know what I mean?
the
So
tribe
there's
has
no
spoken.
there's
Yeah.
no like no.
Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah, because balancing 2-3 people like we do is one thing. Yeah, 8 is a community at that stage, realistically.
You've got a town, a village.
We do. Yeah.
Yeah, like I guess it'd pay off living with the same people more or less for so long that you kind of get into the groove and can make it work. It's still so astounding to me that it does work.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's so normal to me. Like I said before we started this, I was like, this is you don't need to know it. This is boring. Like,
That's
but
how Jeff
it's
Bezos
just like,
feels. Yeah.
It's just
I'm so
everyday life.
Maggie. Oh, no, it's just a boat. Where can the people find you on the interwebs?
Please
thought you
plug
meant my
anything you're
house.
doing.
Yeah, what's your address?
Where can they come visit the mansion?
at Power Soph A. Like, because A is my middle name, Power's my last name, Soph's my name.
Cool.
Great.
Works
You
out.
doing any shows on the festival runs?
Yeah, I'm doing improvised Shakespeare in Adelaide and in Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Let's go under Sooth Players. Let's go buy your tickets. I've seen a show. It's incredible. I had such a good time when you
Great.
did that. Very talented, Sophie Power.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having
We
me.
appreciate it.
Find us
At the Sharehouse home.
on all platforms. Thank you so much for listening.
Hey, make sure to tell someone you love them today. Bye.
Bye.